have been very consistent on YouTube to bring you new faces and to introduce more people in my collab series. I am very happy because these people who I have asked to speak on my video have been very nice to share these ideas with you. We have Daniel Mutuku. I love his channel. You need to check it out. He's here to break down how you can start your own side hustle in 2020. I think a side hustle is something you can think about maybe while you are looking for your dream job. Let's say you haven't found your thing yet, or you have some free capacity in your 9-to-5 job, or let's say you're even self-employed. It's always something that you can think about doing. Daniel will be taking us through a beginner's guide. You don't worry, all you have to do is grab a pen and a notebook and take some notes, because he'll be sharing some valuable things. He'll be telling you on how to get started, what is it all about, why do you need to work online, all these things. We're going to break them down for you.
Welcome everyone. I'm really excited to join you in Jean's channel today to share with you how do you get started with an online career. An online career allows you to work from home or remotely. You don't necessarily need to report to a physical location daily for you to do your work. So why should you consider an online career? There are so many benefits as to why you should consider an online career. And just to name a few would be, number one, you get a lot of freedom in terms of time and location. You can be able to work anytime. If you're a night person, if you're a morning person, you can do it in the evening, in the middle of the night. Anytime you can be able to work at your own schedule. And secondly, anywhere you are open to work from home. You can go to the office, you can go to a cafe, you can do it at the beach, whatever you are. And it is a great opportunity for you to experiment with different locations and what really works for you. Another benefit of having an online career is that your income is directly proportional to the amount of time and effort you put into meaningful work. At the start, you realize that you need to put in a lot of time, sometimes even more than a traditional career, an 8-to-5 kind of career. And you will do longer times, but all these efforts are directly proportional to the amount of income that you're able to get. And with time, you realize it piles up and has the compound effect. And that brings me to the next benefit, and this is one of my favorite. You are in a position to generate passive income. When you are consistent, you keep on doing the thing consistently over time, big more comes in, the big momentum comes in, and you're able to leverage all your hard work that you've been putting into a point where you start earning passive income. I once had a quote that if you don't figure out a way to earn money while you're sleeping, then you will work for the rest of your life. And an online career allows you to get to that point where you don't necessarily need to work to earn, but you need to put in the time and effort as you start. So how do you get started in an online career? So in this session, I'm going to share with you 5 steps that you can take to be able to ensure that you successfully start off an online career. Step number 1, I want you to take a book and a pen, just like mine, saying, I am a badass pro. That is my notebook, yeah? I define my own future. In your book, list down what are the different online careers that are there. There are so many. I can list some of them. You can be a digital marketer. You can be a content creator, and you can create content in different ways. There is written content, being a blogger. You can be able to create content in form of videos for YouTube, just like we are doing together with Jean. Or you can decide to create content in audio form for different podcasts. You can be a search engine optimization expert. You can be an affiliate marketer. You can be a content editor, both editing the videos, the audio, or the written content. You can also be a web developer, web apps design and developing. Again, all these are different opportunities for you depending with your skill set. So write as many as you can, do your research, and out of the big list that you come up with, ask yourself, what is one of the career that I can pick right now? Come up with 2 or 3. This helps you to clear the cloud and narrow down to those two that you feel best fit you. Now that leads me to the next step. Step number 2 is what I call skill set analysis or skill set evaluation. Now on your piece of paper, book, I want you to take a fresh page, draw a line in between, and on one side, on that one career that you have decided is what you want to go for, list down as many skills as possible. What are the skills that are needed for someone to be successful in that area, in that specific career? Make the list. For example, let's take that you want to be a social media specialist. What are some of the skills that are needed for a social media specialist? Number 1 would be having a social media platform, knowing how to engage people. So creating content that is engaging. Content can be in form of just written posts, it can be videos, it can be images, it can be memes, it can be GIFs. All these are kind of skills that you need in this area. You will also need, for example, analytic skills. You will need to know social media tools, skills. There are several tools that are out there that help people to do social media marketing and engagement. What are the tools? Do you know how to use them? You might need social media optimization skills. There's also search engine optimization skills. There are several skills that are related. There are some automation skills that you need to know. And make a list. These are just examples for a social media specialist. Write down what are the skills that are needed for anyone who is in this career to be successful. Now, on the other side of your paper, write down what are the skills that you currently have that will enable you to start off that career. List your skills. Now, you realize that there is always a gap between what are the skills that are needed and what you need. This is to bring to your awareness the skills gap and for you to move on to the next step. Now, this leads me to the next step. The next step is creating an upskill plan. It is important for you to identify the gap and creating a plan for you to be able to get the skills that you need to be successful in that area. There are 2 key things I've found that really works well when you're creating your upskill plan. Number 1, identify online courses that you can do to help you acquire the skills. I know Jean has an online course on freelancing. You can decide maybe to take that course to get started. Check the description of the video. You'll be able to see the link to that online course. And apart from doing online course, the second thing is ask yourself, is there a community or an association or a club of people in this industry? So this makes you get into this space to network, to share, and also to learn. And you'll be able to improve your skills way faster and easier. Now, step number 4, identify what are the bare minimum entry-level skills into that career. What are the barrier to entry? What do you need to just get started? For example, with the example that we are using, a social media specialist, probably you just need a laptop and internet connection and access to a social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. And that would just be what you need. With this bare minimum kind of skills and resources, then step number 5 is to start wherever you are. You don't need to get stuck in the planning and the analysis bit. Most of the clients that I've advised, I find them getting stuck at the analysis paralysis step. They just plan, they just think about it, and they never get started. You need to get started wherever you are and grow. You will never find out some of the growth opportunities. You will never really get to know what is out there for you if you don't get started. So step number 5 is to start wherever you are. Just start posting on social media. Tell people about your new gig. Tell people this is what I want. This is what I've gotten into. Start sourcing for clients. Start by first advertising yourself, creating that engagement around your brand, around your new gig, and let everyone know and start marketing and getting clients. So it is important for you to start off. There are some things that you will never see at the planning stage. There are some opportunities you will never identify at the planning stage. You will only see the challenges, you will only see the opportunities when you get started. So I cannot over re-emphasize that. Start wherever you are. So that is it, the 5 steps for you to get started on an online career. And before I leave, I want to ask you a question. Please answer this in the comments below. What is the online career you think you can get started with and why? So leave it in the comment. Let us know. Together with Jean, we'll be able to respond to all the comments. What is the online career you think you can be able to get started with and why? If we have the resources needed, we will support you and give you more information as you leave it in the comment. So thank you very much. Back to you, Jean.
Guys, remember to go to Daniel's channel and check out his videos. He has a wealth of information. He's sharing more and more information on his channel, which I really love. I've bookmarked some of his videos. I'll share his details down below, and if you want me to bring him for another time, just let me know down below and I'll definitely bring him back. Until next time, thank you Daniel, for sharing all that information.